She's so fine. Hell of a hell of a blows my mind. Hell of a hell of a lights my day.
What's good, guys? Today is Monday, February the 13th, 2023. This video will be regarding the Shanquella Robinson case. It has been over 100 days since the untimely and tragic death of Shanquella Robinson on October the 29th of 2022. There still ain't been nothing happen in this case. Nothing. We have no one being held accountable. And I can tell you from just the comments on this channel, comments I've seen on other channels, the family, Shanquella Robinson's true friends, it is increasingly becoming more frustrating by the hour that nobody is being held responsible for this. You have to call a thing a thing. What was Mexico supposed to do? Issue a warrant. They did that. But now nobody wants to do the work to pick up Dejanay Jackson. And let's stop calling her the direct aggressor. We all saw the same video. It's Dejanay Jackson on that video. That's who that is. She did that. Now, the others played their parts. Absolutely. The Mexican prosecutor is relying on Dejanay Jackson to roll on the rest of the Cabo Six. But apparently we can't get our heads out of our asses long enough to be able to pick Dejanay Jackson up to get her to Mexico so that she can do some splaining down there. I don't understand that. What I also don't understand is why, and I'm just going to be brutally honest, why the Robinson family hasn't hired an attorney. And if they have, why they haven't spoke. Somebody's got to push this thing along. They met a $405,000 GoFundMe. And it was to contribute to their legal fees and other critical expenses. So my thing is, when is somebody going to push the American authorities along in this investigation? Enough is enough, guys. Enough is enough. It is time for someone to be held accountable. This is February the 13th. This happened on October the 29th, and not one single person has gotten in trouble for the brutal beating of Shanquella Robinson. Where the hell do they do that at? The United States, that's where. And it's sick. It is absolutely sick. The prosecutor has spoke. Mexico is talking way more than we are. You ain't heard hardly a peep out of anybody with any kind of authority in the United States speak about this case. You hear a lot of vetted people on news organizations speak, but as far as somebody who has some kind of authority on this case, they're not speaking. But in Mexico, they are. You've got the prosecutor, Daniel de la Rosa Anaya, who's done interviews regarding this case. He's done what he's supposed to do. He's waiting. And he's getting tired of waiting. It's going to create a strained relationship is what it's going to do. It's like, what is it going to take to get this case moved along? Yeah, they're going to do a letter writing campaign. That's great. But they should not be sending that to Mexico. It makes no sense to me. You need to send it right there to your FBI office. You need to be marching to their office instead of the post office. That's where it needs to be going. So I apologize if this hurts anyone's feelings, but it's what's real. I'm tired. You're tired. There's a lot of other people that are tired. And as far as the other foolery that's gone on in this case, we know who's looking for justice and who's not, okay? We know that now. So if I make a video about trying to get justice in a case and I use someone's content because I can, because it's fair use, and you get butt hurt behind it, that tells me right there off jump that you're not really about justice, okay? It is absolutely ridiculous. But what I'm also noticing is the media bounces around and even brought back up Gabby's case. And we still got an unsolved case where a black woman was actually beaten to death. And you're bringing up Gabby Petito's case? Like, come on, guys. Is anybody else paying attention to this? I mean, yeah, I might be on my soapbox here, but I have just had enough. Enough is enough. The Million Youth March organization, great organization, by the way, great organization. Can't say enough great about them. But they need to take that momentum of having those people there and turn that around to direct them to the FBI. That's where the clog is. And if that's not where the clog is, somebody please tell me where it is. It's not on Mexico's side. So I've just had enough, guys. Enough is enough with this case. It's been long enough. We know who did this. We know who the direct aggressor is. And we can stop saying that. It's Dejanay Jackson. Period. Call a thing a thing. We know everybody else that was there, including the doctor. We know the EMTs. It's time to start pushing this case along. And it falls on us. I'm sorry, they're just waiting on Dejanay to get down there. That's all they're waiting on. That's it and that's all. And depending on what Dejanay Jackson tells the prosecutor down there, that's when other things are going to start happening. So Mexico's done their part. So we can stop with that mess. We can stop with it right now. That when somebody says that to me tells me that they don't know anything about this case. Look, true enough, Mexico didn't do their job on the front end, okay? They let these people leave their country. But we understand the circumstances of the why, okay? And that's why it's so important for people to understand and recognize and acknowledge that the Cabo Six staged a fall. This was all part of the plan to get them out of their country, out of Mexico. It worked. And so now we can't deal in the past. We got to deal in the present. And the present is the United States is the problem. Dejanay Jackson, as far as I know, is still walking around freely. The Cabo Six, all of them are still living their lives. And it's not fair, guys. It's not fair and it's not right. And I'm going to end the story on that note. Thanks for watching.